Okay, so I'm gonna tie, I guess my version, Devan's version of the strip leech. This fly has been around forever. I just kind of made my own version. The reason I started tying so many unweighted flies is I had a kind of a habit or really comfortable fishing under a strike indicator. It's very productive for me. I do like to fish lots of sinking lines, but I want to do more and more of it. I bought some really slow sinking lines, a bunch of different sink rates. So I want to have some flies that I can use to do that with. And so I was doing a bunch of research and looking for flies that, you know, excel fishing that way. And I fish a lot of leech patterns anyways. And basically came across this one and decided to make it my own. So kind of how I came up with the idea of doing it the way I'm doing it is I thought, hey, why not combine the platform of my favorite chironomid? So I love to fish just a red butt, black, silver rib, often white bead or Canadian brown bead or whatever bead you want, and have that for like the body material, and it looks really sharp. So basically, when you're tying the first part of the fly, you really are just tying a big chironomid. It's really as simple as that. You can blend like some of them that I've posted on Instagram or whatever. I blended, with 3 threads or 4 different colors of threads. This one I'm not gonna bother blending as much, maybe if a little bit. No, just takes so much time. I'm gonna use this black buzzer wrap here as well. I'll try to bring that back with me. Just build your body. You do want to have a taper like you do with any other fly. So work on your taper. I struggled deciding whether or not I like to fish it or have it with a collar or no collar. I'm gonna have both, and we'll let the fish decide. I like the look of the collared version better, but the tying process, with the exception of adding the collar, is exactly the same. So by no means is this my fly. I think the fly, a strip leech or whatever, has been around forever. Lots of people have been fishing it and tying it in different ways. This is just the way that I thought would be cool. So I'll have to share it with you guys. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of Stoller as bone dry. Not too much, just a little bit. Spread it around with your bodkin. Gotta make sure I get it down there. Okay. Separate your pine squirrel like this. There you go. Separate it nice so that when you go to tie it in, you're not pinching any fibers. This is by far the trickiest part of the fly, because you don't want to trap any fibers and you want everything to be on the top. I'll cut the tail to length after. And then every next step, every next situation here, you want to do the same thing, but you don't want to pinch any fibers. So you pull up every time, pull down on the wire, pull up, separate some, not too many, because if you do too many, then the whole back of the fly will lay over and your fibers will lay over with it. It won't look as nice. That'd be too much. That would be still too much. Try that. Pull up. That's coming together good. So separate there. Try that. Keep your wire down. Pull up. It's looking good. Now, when you get to your last wrap, which I'm not quite there yet, I'm almost. When you get to your last one, you kind of get to break the rules, and you want to preen all the fibers that you have left on your strip back for your last wrap, because to have the most, the fullest part of you want to have the fullest, most rabbit you can there. Tie off. Now you have a decision to make. Are you going to put a collar or not? So basically here, you would just be careful and build a nice head. I would definitely use some head cement or UV to finish that part as well. Other thing here I always pick your tail length and then I cut it with a razor blade, so you don't have a funny cut after, uneven or whatever with your tail. I'm going to throw a collar in on this one. So you can just cut yourself a small chunk of rabbit, feed it into the doubling loop. You got full control of the length this way, so you can just pull it out towards you. Get it as close to here as you can. Kind of manhandle it a bit. And then you're going to want to cut it close to your thread without cutting your thread. Spin it. You want to bring your fibers back. And you always want to have a nice head on your fly. Finish. Finish it off with a little bit of bone dry. So I use the size 10 mainly for the purpose of the video, just shows up easier. I can only go down to a 12 though, to be honest. Like anything smaller, the rabbit or the pine squirrel doesn't look as good. I think it would probably, you know, still fish fine and everything, but it didn't work out as good. So I'd hit that with the light and probably do that a couple more times, but there you have it.